Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm in Canada right now, and if you follow my Facebook page, or my Instagram, or my Twitter, even, you probably know that I've kind of talked about it a little bit on all of those social media sites. And I've posted pictures on Instagram and stuff. Anyways, I'm in Canada having a lovely time. It's been really wonderful and great. It's been so busy, so busy. But I'm loving it. It's just a lot of work. I guess I didn't realize how much work it'd be when I took the job. But it's great and I love it. And I haven't vlogged. I haven't really, to be honest with you, I haven't been able to vlog, just because of the rules of what I've been working on, that are kind of disclosed. But I'm just trying to take as many pictures as I can to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. So if you wanna see those, definitely follow my Instagram. My name on Instagram is Angel Sapphire. Sapphire spelled Sapphire. Some people have kind of, I don't know, been confused as to how to spell sapphire. Anyways, Angel Sapphire is my Instagram, and you can follow my photos, which is probably the most information. That Instagram and my actual blog, like blog, which is heraesthetic.tumblr.com. I do try and post at least something once a day as far as like what I'm doing or what the day's been like or whatever, on my Tumblr. So follow both of those to get more insight. But moving on, I have been talking about this question and answer video for quite some time, and now that I do have some downtime, I had dinner, I've been enjoying a glass of wine, I figured that now's, perfect time as any, to answer your questions. You guys have all been so supportive and great. I know I say thank you, but I want to repeat it as many times as possible to just reiterate to you guys how thankful I am really for you, for just kind of supporting my career and supporting me and just kind of being behind me as a person and checking in to see if I'm good and writing your sweet messages. I do read them, not all of them all the time, I'll be honest, but I do try and get to all of them, and when I do, it touches me. It's so warm and so sweet, and it really is an encouragement. So thank you guys. And so you guys did send questions. Some of you guys kind of asked the same question over, so I'm just going to ask it once, obviously, or I'm going to answer, not ask it once. I'm going to answer it once for the people that asked the question more than one time. But I want to answer these for you. So let's get started. Okay, question number one, which was a repetitive question, was, what do you like most about being a musician? That's a big question. I like a lot of things about being a musician. I think the thing that sticks out to me the most, or just comes to my mind the quickest, is just performance. I love performing, and I love performing whether it's 3 people or whether it's a zillion people. It doesn't matter. And I love the interaction of being able to play something from my heart and being able to share it, and seeing expressions on people's faces, or hearing what they thought about it, or just sharing that intimate moment. I think it's really intimate. I think music is intimate, and I think it's being able to share that moment with people that you've never met, but equally can connect with and touch through music. I think is probably my favorite thing. There's so many things about it, though, that I love. I obviously love writing. I write a lot. I haven't written in a while just because my life's been like, but I do enjoy writing so much. I write on guitar nowadays more than I do piano. I don't really know why. Maybe it's just because it's more mobile and I can take it around, and the piano is just harder to get to these days. But I love to write. I mean, I love to be in the studio. I love, meeting people is another one, though. Next to performing, I definitely love meeting new people. I love it. I love, like, just being in a setting where there's music and I meet new people. I think that's such a benefit, because I think people have such a huge part to play as in a musician's life. At least for me, I write from experience and things that have actually happened to me or people that I've encountered. So it's been a blessing, and yeah, I think that's probably one of my favorite things. Two favorite things. But there's so many. I mean, I could go on with that question forever. Okay, question number 2. What was your experience like on The Voice? The Voice was great. The Voice was really great. Without giving away things I shouldn't, because I signed a contract, and just things it was a great experience. I loved meeting Adam. He's such a nice guy, and we got along really, really well, really fast. It was kind of like right when we met, it was like boom, and a lot of people on my team were like, "Do you already know him? Were you guys friends?" And I'm like, "No, I'm meeting him the same way you are." But we just connected really quickly, and that was amazing. I loved meeting the people that I did and making the friendships that I did, because they're my friends today. You know, it's friendships that I know will be there in my life for a long time. So the networking was awesome. But TV, I'll be honest, TV and music is a weird thing for me, and may not be for everyone, but for me it's just weird because I have a hard time, how do I say this? I have a hard time like blending the two. I have a hard time taking something that is so raw and personal to me, and putting it on something like television. I don't know what that is, but it was, that part of it was very difficult for me, and kind of turned me off, I guess, to TV and music. I get it, though. Like, some people make it huge off TV, and their music explodes. I mean, there's so many examples. Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Clay Aiken. I mean, those are all American Idol people, but, you know, their careers skyrocketed from television, and I think it's for a certain person. So for me, I'm going to speak for myself. For me, it was just difficult to kind of blend the two together. But as far as The Voice and the people and that whole thing, it was fun, you know, having hair and makeup all the time, and learning new songs, and, you know, connecting with coaches and blah, blah. All of that was really great. So there you go. Jake, that was your question. Hi, Jake, wherever you are. Thanks for asking that. Someone asked, okay, Catherine Joyner, your question is, why are you in Utah? And how about coming to Baltimore? Well, obviously I'm not in Utah right now, but this was an old question. I was in Utah. I have been in Utah recently, quite a bit. And I was playing shows. I played a show at Coffee House. I played a show at Velour. I did a Christmas thing there. And I also did Sundance Film Festival. So I've been in Utah quite a bit. So that's answer to part 1 of your question. Part 2, how about coming to Baltimore? I love Baltimore, Catherine. I do. It's an amazing city. I spent I spent a good, I don't know if anybody even knows this, but now you do. I spent a good portion of my early 20s, I'm still in my early 20s. The fact that I'm going to be 25 soon is ridiculous. But 22 and 23 was mostly spent in Baltimore, Maryland. My ex-boyfriend actually lives in Baltimore, and I was there often, like a lot. And I love it. It's a great city. I've had amazing shows there. I've had amazing experiences. The people are so sweet. So hopefully I get to go back soon, you know, just because I love the city. And Catherine, I want to see you and play and, you know, whatever. But no, I haven't been back in a long time since we broke up. But me and my ex-boyfriend, obviously. But yeah, I hope to go back. I love it. So thanks for asking that, Catherine. Michael, your question is, are you single? I guess that's a funny question how those two are together or next to each other or whatever. Yes, I am single and have been since that last relationship. So there you go. That's the answer to that. Josh, your question is, what happened with Columbia? To keep it short and sweet, but still honest, Columbia is the greatest label ever. I genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love them. Our relationship was amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better label. At 19, coming from like literally nothing to getting signed. They were amazing. They worked me like a dog. Literally, I literally toured for 3.5 years with like 30 days total of like home life. So I was really busy, but I love them. I was working actually on my second record with them, and I grew up. You know, that's the simplest way I can put it. I grew up, and the things that I was writing kind of just didn't blend with their idea of what the second record, follow-up record, should be. If you've heard of Motion, which was my EP that I put out on my own, it's very different than Love Travels, and I think that's just because I had time and I grew up, and the things that I was writing were different, and I think that happens. I think that's human nature, and so we split. But it wasn't animosity or anger or like, get off my label, I don't care. Like, it was really peaceful and quiet and nice, and I still have great friends that are at Columbia. Hi, Josh Green. My friend Josh Green is still at Columbia, and I love him. And Amy. Hi, Scribs. I don't know if they watch these, but I'm just saying hi, guys. And, yeah, that's Columbia. Great label. Love them to pieces. I thank them daily for everything they did for me. Antonia, your question is very sweet and funny at the same time. Your question is, why are you so awesome? I'm really not. Ask my sisters. Ask my mom. Ask my closest friends. I genuinely am so plain and simple and like, I don't know, I'm not. I think that's really sweet and flattering, but I'm a normal girl. I like normal stuff. But that is very kind of you, and I thank you for that. But I don't know. I enjoy coffee and red wine and ice cream, and I love bread, even though I shouldn't eat it. And I love Jesus, and I love church, and I love my closest friends and my family, and I don't know, I'm basic. I feel like I'm a really basic person, but thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Moving right along, a couple more. Lisa, your question is, would you do a duet with Naya Kete? Funny, Lisa. I got you. I'm one step ahead, girl. Already did a duet with Naya Kete. It is on YouTube. Just type in Naya Kete or Angel Taylor. We did a cover of Wonderwall by Oasis, but we did a cover of a cover. So we did Ryan Adams covering Oasis of Wonderwall. So just type it in, you'll find it. She's a dear friend of mine, an amazing singer, and we did that together. So hope you like it. And a couple more. Okay. What was the first song you ever wrote, and was it the first one you ever professionally recorded? The first song I ever wrote, first song I ever wrote, I don't really remember, to be honest. Like, the very first, I don't remember. But as far as, like, verse, chorus, verse, pre-chorus song, it was called Standing, and I think I was 14. It was about my family and, like, Jesus and, like, just love and things that were going on in my life. It's actually it was one of my mom's favorite songs that I've ever written, but I never recorded it. I probably should, now that I'm thinking about it. I never recorded it, and it definitely was not, obviously, the first professional recording I ever did. But, yeah, it's called Standing. It's not anywhere to be found, but, yeah, that's that. And last but not least, where do you see yourself professionally in 5 years? Well, in 5 years, we've already mentioned the fact that I'm almost 25. My birthday's in March. Crazy. Can't even believe I'm saying that out loud. In 5 years, I will be almost 30. So where do I see myself in 5 years professionally? I hope I'm still doing this. I hope I'm still doing music and writing or recording or doing studio sessions or EDM or pop music or my own solo stuff. I just want music to be in my life forever. And to this degree, obviously doing it for a living is a blessing and something that I am genuinely grateful for every single day. And I hope it continues forever. I don't ever want it to stop. Even if I get married or whatever, I hope I'm still, even if it's just writing and I'm not touring anymore or whatever, I'm not doing, one-off gigs or whatever, I hope I'm still doing music to some degree or another. So, Claudia, thanks for your question. And thank you, all of you guys, for being so supportive. Again, I can't thank you enough for kind of carrying me. We carry each other. I feel like we're together in this, and your questions and your messages and your comments are just so, they're so warm and loving, and I really do appreciate it from each and every one of you. So thank you so much. Again, follow my Insta, follow my Twitter, follow my Tumblr, follow my Facebook. I love you guys, and good night.